If you've ever wondered, like, why am I the way that I am? I bet you human design can tell you exactly why you are the way that you are and what you need to do to start to accept that and love that and ultimately utilize that to build a badass life. One of the biggest challenges that most people have is accepting they are the way they are. And it's not because who they are is lame or anything like that. It's because they don't actually know where to even begin looking. That's where human design comes in. Human design generates body graphs for us. You could think of this like an x-ray of your energy body. So we can actually see where there are pathways where energy flows and where there are not pathways where energy flows. A lot of the time, the reason you're asking yourself that question, why am I the way that I am? It's because you're using one of these undefined centers to compare yourself to the external world rather than living with your birth-given gifts. If you want one of those body graphs, just go on my website, reikimarco.com, plug in your information, and it'll pop you out one. And you'll see a lot of numbers and a lot of colors and things, and you're going to be like, holy crap, what am I supposed to do with this? Look at what type you are. You're going to be one of 5 types. You're going to be a manifestor, generator, manifesting generator, projector, or a reflector. Based off of your circuitry, one of the first things that you can start to track, and it's very simple, doesn't make it easy, but very simple. One of the first things you can start to learn to track is your aura. This is the electromagnetic field that your body and everything exists in. And specifically, we're looking at the dynamic of the aura. So how does it operate when exposed to other people's auras, or the transits, or work, or love, etc.? Now, even though there are 5 types, there are 4 basic aura types, dynamics that are either repelling, the manifestor aura, they are enveloping, the generator and manifesting generator aura, they are penetrating, the projector aura, or they are open closing, the reflector aura. Now, when you sync up with your aura, like when you really accept and sync up with your aura brings you everything that you could ever desire or dream of, and in ways that will surprise you. The problem is you've got projectors over here acting like generators, responding to everything. You've got manifestors here acting like projectors, waiting for invitations. You've got generators acting like reflectors, opening and closing to everything and sampling everything rather than just doing the thing that their sacral says. In order to remedy that, we don't need to change everything that's happened to you or change anybody else. We just got to shift how you approach life. And this is how human design says we should approach life if we want to experience our signature. If you're a manifestor type, your strategy is to initiate and inform others. Let them know what's happening. Let them know where you're going. Let them know what needs to be done. When you do that, you're going to be using your repelling aura to create peace, not only for yourself, but for others. If you fail to inform others, you will feel anger and other people will feel your anger. If you have the generator aura, you are built to wait and respond. Your sacral, which is this center right here, is going to give you an up, like, yeah, I'm making energy for it. That's not what I want. Or, I don't have energy for that. When you wait to respond, you experience satisfaction because your enveloping aura is bringing things to you and you're using your gut as a filter. When you don't wait to respond, when you use your head too much, or when you use samples from other people's energy, you end up frustrated and you can't sleep at night. The next aura we have is the projector aura, which is designed to wait for an invitation. Wait for somebody to recognize you because your aura is absorbing and focusing energy. And it does not have the defined sacral, which means there's not going to be a whole lot of sustained energy for this type. Using the penetrating aura in a responsible way means waiting for invitation, waiting for consent, waiting for recognition. That will allow you to use your penetrating aura to achieve success and avoid bitterness. And then last, the reflector aura, which is a Teflon aura, one that opens and closes. This is arguably one of the strongest, most resilient auras and possibly one of the most sensitive. The idea with the reflector is that because there's no definition in any of these centers, they are constantly being conditioned by other people, by the transits. And in the process of being conditioned, they have the ability to reflect back to people their signatures or their not self. Hey, you're using your strategy well, generator. You're satisfied. I'm satisfied. Or, hey, generator, you're not using your strategy well. You're frustrated and therefore I'm frustrated. The strategy for a reflector is to wait a lunar cycle. During the course of a lunar cycle, you see how the moon here is moving into these different gates and it's creating different activations for me as a reflector. Okay, this is going to be the thing that I use to help make decisions for myself. As the moon moves through these transits, what's going to happen is my definition in my circuitry, the way that I'm being conditioned, is going to change. When I pay attention to the subtle changes here in my body, I'm able to see who is actually good for me and who is actually not good for me. Or rather, who am I good for, but they're not necessarily good for me. This is called Neutrino Platform, by the way, which is an awesome resource for human design. It also has an app called Neutrino Design. The links for both of those are in my bio. And that is how to avoid overwhelm with human design. It's very simple. You just have to master your strategy and your authority. We didn't talk about authority in this one. That'll come in another video. But even just with the strategy, just understanding your aura type, you can learn how to actually become an ally and help your aura rather than fighting your aura and comparing yourself to somebody else. Now, if you want to take things to the next level, go deeper, learn more about your body graph than just your strategy and authority, go to reikimarco.com and get one of my custom reports. They're only $20, super affordable, and it's going to tell you all about your gates, channels, centers, etc. Of course, if you want me to work with you directly, I will get on a call with you and I will change your life with this human design stuff. It will make sense to you. You will have practical things to engage in daily. And if you apply the things that we talk about during our session, your life, even just a month from then, will be completely different. Do not sleep on your human design. At some point, every big business, every government, every family is going to be using human design to optimize their interactions with each other, with themselves, and with society. If you're hearing about this now, you are still ahead of the curve. So get on board, and when the rest of the world starts finally using human design to optimize their systems, you are already going to be super dialed in. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, save, share, etc. wherever the buttons are. Cool. Bye.